Guys, what's happening? As you can see, I've been sent yet another Android box. A little bit of a deja vu because this is all my videos seem to consist of. But don't worry, I am going to get some more. I've just been a little bit busy with things. As you can see, this time we've got the Nexsmart and it's a D32. These are the same people that make the next box. I've done a couple of videos on them. I had the A1, the A5 and the A95. Judging by the size of this box, I think this is going to be pretty similar to the A95, and spec-wise, I think it's all going to be the same. I am going to put the spec in the description and where you can buy this, so don't worry, I always put them down. First off, what I'm going to do is a little unboxing on the box to show you what's inside of it, what you get, and then we're going to set it up. We're going to do a benchmark test and I'll just basically show you Kodi working. So first off, we'll look around the box and you can see D32 and Nexsmart. Down here it says it's a 4-core CPU and it's an eMMC, a 4K HD and a Wi-Fi, and obviously it's an Android TV box. To be honest, I think all Android boxes have got this on them now because it's just the norm. On this side, we've got Nexsmart and the same on the back. Sides are both blank. As you can see, there's nothing on them. If we flip to the back, this isn't a CPU that I'm used to. I've never had one of these, a rock chip, but we'll try it and we'll see how it plans out. It's only got 1 gig of RAM, but to be honest, you don't really need loads of gig of RAM. I know loads of people do say you need 2, but really you don't. You're not doing loads of multitasking on these. It's got 8 gig built-in flash memory, and it says it's Wi-Fi, which is 2G, but I'm guessing it probably is 5G as well. Down here, obviously it's made in China. That's where they all are, I think. So first off, we'll open it up, and it is absolutely tiny. It really is tiny. I've got little girly hands, as I always mention in all my videos, and it is really small and it's really light. I think it's actually lighter than the A95. On the front, obviously this is just where your infrared picks it up. On the side here, you've got a little slot for your micro SD, and you've got 2 here for your USBs. I don't know if I'm focused there, I'm just going to press it just to make sure. There you go. As mentioned, 2 USBs, and this is obviously your power supply. You've got your HDMI and your Ethernet. This is the same as the other box that I had, the upside down. I'm used to these being the other way. I don't know if you can see, but to me these are upside down. That one's for your AV and that one's for your SPDIF. Underneath here, you've just got basically saying what it is. It's got 1 gig of RAM and what chipset it is. These are just little vents, and these are just to put down. These won't scratch anything what you've got. So that's that. We'll put that to the side. Like I say, that is really light. And the same thing as all Android boxes, you get your HDMI lead, which is this. So I'll put that to the side. And this time we've got a UK plug, which is the 3-pin. If you're in a different country and you're thinking, what the hell is that? This is what ours looks like in England. It's not just 2 pins. Sometimes when I have been sent these boxes, they've given us the wrong ones and I've had to use a travel adapter. So that's the little, the adapter. But on here, it's really small. It's not the same size as a normal Android. If you can, I can't even work out if this is, I think it's the same power as a normal Android box. The remote is the one I like. It's not the old one. Where the hell do I open this? There, got it. I prefer this one to the really old school Android remotes. Am I focused on this? I think I am there. My camera, for some reason, I can't really see very well on it. But this is the remote. I'll open the back and show you, as always, no batteries. I just wish they would ship them out for how much they'd cost. They're absolute pennies. But this is the remote. It's nice touching and it's not noisy like the other ones. It's got a nice feel to it. It is infrared, that's the only downfall. It's not Bluetooth or wireless or anything like that, so you do have to actually aim and point at the box. But you can, if you want, buy a little keyboard which is about that big, and you can plug it into USB and just use that. So move that out of the way. We've got the user manual, which is a little bit different than normal. This one's one of them ones that you pull out and you can see. But to be honest, the majority of people won't even look at these. You'll basically just plug it in, set it up, put your Wi-Fi in, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. So what I'm going to do is now put some batteries in this and set everything up, and we'll see what it plays like. Well, I'm back and I'm pretty much all set up. As you'll know from my previous videos, the way I tend to do it is go into the settings and totally wipe the box, so it gets rid of all the apps that I don't need. But in this case, they're all hard-coded, basically meaning that the only way you're going to get rid of them is to manually uninstall each one. The way you'll have to do that is go over here to Settings, go all the way to the right and go down to more settings, and then find this one that says apps, and then all you're going to do is whatever you want, just click on it. If I wanted that one, we'd click it and go to uninstall. It'll say, are you sure? You click yes or okay, and then that's it, it's gone for good. If I come back to the main menu, another couple of things that I am going to say is if you go to settings and go to display and make sure it's running at 1080, because the box's standard for some reason runs at 720, so you're not going to get the best of the best. Another thing is make sure your screen size is right, because it was a little bit wrong on this. I had to adjust it. And down here on the bottom, the thing that I do say is if you want to set all these up the way you want to set them up, is click that little plus, and then whatever's got the tick on, just take it off. We'll leave MobeDraw on, we'll put Kodi on, and we'll put the File Explorer on. We'll take away that, and we'll take away that, and that, and that, and then press back. And now I've got everything what I need on the bottom. If I go to this one, which is the File Explorer or the File Manager, go down to my USB stick, and go down to that one, and go down to Lexar. I'm going to show you a film working, because sometimes they don't really run very well, but in this case, they actually do, they run fine. I'm using video, so I'll click just once and let it start up. And if I fast forward just a little bit and leave go,
to what do I owe the pleasure?
and that was just me showing you that working. You can see the picture quality is awesome. It's a really big file. I think it's something like 10 or 12 gig. So what I have done is in my apps, you can see I've got Antutu, but these are all the apps that are standard, and like I say, the majority of them, or probably most of them, you're not even going to use. So I'm going to uninstall them myself. But what we're going to do is go into Antutu and do a little benchmark and see what we can get. See if we can get some fast speeds out of this box. So it's just starting up, and then if I come up here to we'll click back, and then if I go up here to test, and then I'm going to start this up when it hits about 62%, because that's when it starts to do all the processing for the screen and the 3D and the graphics and everything. So bear with us. This is usually where I like to start up from. As you can see there, it's working its magic, and it's going to tell you what the score is going to be. To some people, they're probably not even bothered what the score and the rating is going to be on this, but other people always say, can you do a bench test? So this is the only reason I'm doing this. So anyways, I'm going to let it run its process, and you can have a look at the frame rate and the graphics and everything. And that's the end of the test. As you can see, the score is not massive, but it's alright for a box of what it is. One thing I did realise that I didn't say it was running at 1080p. It said it was only running at 720. So I'm going to double check something. If I come back out of this, and back again, and again, go to settings, and just double check that I'm actually, yeah, I'm definitely on that. I don't know why it wasn't running at 1080p on the benchmark. I've got no idea. So the next thing I'm going to do is obviously open Kodi, and I've installed Pulse Build, which is my favourite. I've done a couple of videos on this anyways. It's slightly changed a little bit now. You can only download it 5 times a day. Anything more than that is your IP address gets blocked and you can't download it anymore. So this is basically Pulse Build, what it looks like. You've got different sections. We've got a nice picture of Westworld in the background, and your movies, and down here are obviously all your different add-ons. We'll just go into 1, 2, 3 movies, and then if we go over to this one that says most viewed, and I'm gonna click on, Tarzan. We'll click on Tarzan. And unlike Exodus, this is just a one click and it'll just open. So there we have. And if you're wondering why is it jumping 10 minutes, it's because I'm pressing up. And that's pretty much the end of the review, or whatever you wish to call it. The only thing that I can say is the adapter, what comes with it straight out the box, is the wire is really small, so you might want to look into getting a bigger one or some sort of extender. And that's pretty much it. If you get stuck with anything, as always, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and I'll get straight back to you.